Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Life's Journey with Benedicta. Thank you for joining in. While we wait for my live feed to be populated, I'll quickly check on my YouTube feed and see that we are good on YouTube. Hello, Isioma. Thank you for joining in. So we are live on youtube.com/tastebudzng, and we are live on IG. It is also Tastebudz on IG, Tastebudz on YouTube. So if today is your first time joining in, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have already subscribed, thank you for joining my YouTube family. Welcome to Life's Journey with Benedicta. We know on this topic, we usually discuss topical issues that concerns our daily lives. Things that would rather not talk about, or most people would like to shy away from, or most people would like to pretend that it doesn't exist. So here on Life's Journey, we talk about these things because whether we like it or not, it affects our daily lives. If it is not affecting you directly, it is affecting someone that you know. So I think it is eminent that we discuss these topics. And on today's topic, we are going to be discussing the side chick palava. Should a married man have a girlfriend on the side? Should a married man be in a relationship outside of his marriage? A lot of women will say, why are we even discussing this? Of course, it's a no-no. Married men shouldn't do that. If you're married, then you should stay in your home. But one of the reasons why I'm talking about this is because lately, a lot of people have tagged me to be bitter in the sense that I am encouraging people to get a divorce. So I am now a divorce ambassador. I am pro-divorce. Oh, Tastebudz, I used to like you a lot. Why are you encouraging people to have a divorce? Is it because you've been divorced? Is that why you should be encouraging people to divorce? And I really sat down to think about this. It's like a situation of the COVID-19 situation. A lot of Nigerians do not want to be vaccinated, yet they do not want to wear nose mask. So a lot of people out there are in a terrible marriage. They are constantly being cheated upon by their spouses. Sometimes it's the husband cheating, repeatedly. We're not talking about one-offs. Sometimes it's the wife cheating. So you don't want to file for a divorce, but you are also against your husband having a side chick. You don't want to file for a divorce. You are against your wife having a side boyfriend. So what are you really doing in this relationship? Which way forward in this relationship? Do you actually sit down and ask yourself, oh, I'm in this marriage. Is there any hope for this marriage? Is there a light in the tunnel? Is this marriage going to make it through the many number of years that we're meant to be together? Because if we should think about this, why are married men, having side chicks? If their marriage is happy, if their marriage is what they envisioned it to be, if they are having that peace of mind, that so-called, that completeness we sought for in a union, why are they having side chicks? So if you're a woman, I would like to find out, would you rather have your husband keep a side chick every now and again in order to save your union? You know the marriage is not what you want it to be. Your intimacy, you don't relate intimately with your husband. he would rather like to go out to date other women, or rather like to go out to have sexual intercourse with other women, rather than having it with you, his supposed wife, then why is he doing that? Have you sat down to ask yourself, why is he doing that? Is it because you do not complete him as a woman? Is it because the house is too stressful? Is it because he has caught you, the wife, cheating on him severally? So would you rather have your husband go out and date women every now and again instead of filing for a divorce and getting the marriage over with? Let us remember that should a man have a side chick, there is the possibility that he might have protected intercourse with her. And there's also the possibility that he might decide to not have protection. And then what happens in a situation like this when he comes back home and he has intimate relations with you as his lawfully wedded wife? We are looking at an STD situation. So we are looking at this men having side chicks, coming home to infect their spouses. So is it really worth it remaining in this marriage repeatedly? I mean, for the long haul, when you know that the person that you're with is going to constantly cheat on you? It's not a one-off. You have caught him repeatedly. Let's not even lie to ourselves. A lot of women here have caught their husband repeatedly having extramarital affairs. But they continue to support him, or rather, they continue to encourage him, even without saying the words. They continue to encourage him. I have a friend that used to tell me that, look, Benedicta, as long as he's paying his children's school fee, he gives me all the money I want. What is my own? He can go out and do whatever he wants to do. I am still his wife. And then I asked her, how would you feel if you tested positive for HIV, God forbid, and you discovered that you were infected by your husband? How would you feel? You have told me repeatedly that he is a serial cheat. You have caught him repeatedly with different side chicks. Why are you encouraging him? Is it for the financial gains? He pays the bills, he picks up your bills, he takes care of his children. So you would rather have him go out cheating than filing for a divorce. So we begin to wonder, are we encouraging an open relationship in marriages in Nigeria today? We're going to still go to the pros and the cons of having a side chick. I have discussed with a lot of the opposite sex. I even talked about this with DF. What is his perspective towards having a side chick? Why do men have side chicks? And DF told me, he said, for some men, the side chick gives them calm. When they come to the house, the home is hot. It is one financial demand or another. But when they go out to meet their side chicks, they just have a drink, they relax, they unwind, and they have fun. So it is fun with the side chick and wahala with the wife in the house. So for them, that side chick, it's therapeutic. It is something they do to unwind, to relieve all that tension. And my question is this: if you're a man and you see the side chick as a necessity, as something you have to do to unwind, to relieve tension, what is the woman supposed to do to relieve tension? Seriously. Son_of Iyuku. We are not selfish. Once by a side chick becomes a wife, now same wahala. So Abize just said, once the side chick becomes a wife, now the same wahala. So you believe, or rather the men believe, that women, rather wives, come with a certain level of stress that the side chick doesn't give. So for them, the side chick is a therapeutic measure to unwind from the stress at home. Liz Chedarlin said, in Africa, most marriages are based on social pressures. So what it means is that a lot of marriages are contracted not out of love, not out of commitment to one another, but because you have been pressured to marry. So in that case, you must have a side chick that has no pressures attached to it. It is just fun. So my question is, if these men are keeping this side chick to unwind, to relieve stress, what are the women in the stress in the home? What are they supposed to do? Or do you think women are not stressed? Women in marriages are stressed. Women in marriages are also stressed. So how do they relieve themselves of the stress? If the men believe that having a side chick is a necessity. Adam, they're going back to men are naturally polygamous, and if God had created another woman in addition to Eve, Adam would bang her, simple. Binta_Ghana said all side chicks have some demands too. Exactly. Binta_Ghana, absolutely. Side chicks don't just come for free. They have their own demands. Most side chicks will insist that you rent them an apartment, that you buy them a car, that you pay for their health insurance. I mean, if they're your side chick, you should be concerned about their health, their welfare. So they are not stressless the way the men would like to think of it. So I'm beginning to wonder, why is it such a necessity? A lot of men on my timeline are saying it is a necessity and women should learn to live with it. So for the women that are saying that they don't want their men or their husbands to have a side chick, why are you encouraging him to continuously cheat on you by remaining in that marriage? Because I keep saying this, it takes two to tango. If you're saying you're not encouraging your husband to have a side chick every now and again, each time you catch him with a side chick, what do you do in the marriage? Do you exit the marriage? Do you also go and have your own side boyfriend? Or do you file for a divorce? What do you do? Or you just keep praying that God will intervene and one day he will stop having these side chicks? Let me tell you, there is something a lot of us hate to realize. We believe we can pray it away. Oh, my husband is having side chicks, God will change him. Are you also thinking that in the course of this number of years that you're praying for God to change him, he can come home with an STD? He can infect you with an STD that you will never come out of it. In the course of him having side chicks, he can have children outside the marriage. In the course of him having side chicks, he can lose his entire finances. Oh yes, don't think that some side chicks are just playing. Some side chicks are there to milk that man dry. They're going to milk every penny he has. So that side chick is milking his finances that he would have used ordinarily in taking care of the home. So these are some of the disadvantages of the side chick. And in the course of this side chick, let us remember the Chidinma story. The man can lose his life completely and leave you, the wife, in a state of shock. Unexpected loneliness, unexpected alone time that you now suddenly find yourself burdened with taking care of the bills at home. It might be paying your children's tuition, paying the mortgage, paying the health insurance unexpectedly because a side chick suddenly puts an end to the life of your husband. So these are some of the disadvantages of the side chick. So if you're a woman and you're saying, my man must never have a side chick, what have you done? The number of times you have caught him cheating with this side chick, what have you done as a woman to prevent this from reoccurring? Have you filed for a divorce? Have you to sue him, threatened to dissolve the marriage, for a family meeting? Have you made him realize that this is something you're not going to condone? So it is easy for us to say, married men must not have side chicks. But as a woman, as a wife in the house, what have you also done to prevent him from having this side chick? Have you sat him down to ask him if he is comfortable with the sexual relationship you both have? I'm going to give you this story. I have this friend. She got married as a virgin, okay? And then in the course of the marriage, she discovered that her husband likes to be intimate with her in a very, very rough manner. That is the only way he likes to get down. He likes it very, very rough. There is nothing she can do to calm him down. She likes it very rough. He likes it very rough. And they have been married for 9 years and he still hasn't changed. So I asked her one day, I said, how have you been surviving? She said the husband likes to pay call girls and get intimate with them because that way he's unable to unleash all that energy that she as a wife cannot handle. I'm telling you this all. And I asked her, are you comfortable with this? She said, what in person go do now? At least that makes him happy and I cannot kill myself. So this is a woman, or this is a married woman. We had this discussion when she was in her 9th year of marriage. Now she's 15 years in this marriage, because I've known her for a very long time. She's 15 years in this marriage, and she's still in this marriage. And she has accepted her fate. I cannot satisfy my husband sexually. I have allowed him to satisfy himself the way he knows best. So this is a married woman saying this. So we cannot generalize and say, oh, all women don't like their husbands having side chicks. You can see this one saying she does not have the physical stamina. She has tried over the years and is not working. So she has allowed him to satisfy himself the way he knows best. Wild, energetic, fierce coupling. That's what he likes. And over the years, she has not been able to match him. And she got married to him as a virgin. That story for another day, because some people will say, oh, this is the reason why we do not advise people to get married as virgins. We do not advise people to get married without prior sexual relations. That is a topic for another day. Because the debate here is if she had been intimate with him prior to their marriage, she would have known that they are not compatible. They are not sexually compatible at all. But she got married to him as a virgin. And now she has resigned her fate to having him only once in a while when she can at least try to manage him and then allow him to have his side chicks, opening herself to a world of STDs. That is the reality. That is the reality that we fail or we refuse to acknowledge. In the name of Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́, Chukwa mankwe, it no go happen, God no go gree. Why would God not permit a man that has multiple sexual relations? It's definitely going to catch some STD every once in a while, and it's going to bring it home to you. So there's no Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ in this situation. So as a woman, you have to be decided. Would you rather allow your man, your husband, to have a side chick if you know you're not sexually compatible, if you know you're not intimate, you're always at loggerhead, there is always one thing to quarrel or fight about at home, and you will permit him to go out and relieve himself of the tension? Let me hear you out. Binta_Ghana says, some men are aggressive lovers. They do not have to be on drugs. Absolutely. Like in the case of my friend. That is how he likes it. That is how he likes it. And there's nothing you're going to do to change it. Vintage Sojin said, I think this cheating thing with men is what makes them die before their wives. Oh my God. Vintage Sojin, That is your own take on this. Well, we can't say that. I wouldn't say that, you know. He should add some fantasy to it and she will go singing like a bird. Esther Omori. Then son underscore of Iyuku says, some wife are not sexy and romantic, Joe. Yes, son underscore of underscore Iyuku. I remember a cousin of mine, as soon as she got married, we used to go to her house and then we were much younger and we used to tease her. Auntie, wouldn't you wear jeans? I wear mini skirt now. She will tie her wrapper all day, stroll from the kitchen to the room everywhere. Even her mom used to scream at her that you're not even trying, or try to look good, because she had this husband that, you know my Igbo people, containers on the high sea. He works in Germany, imports, exports, so he comes around 2-3 times in the year. And then we tell her that, auntie, anytime brother is around, try and look sexy, now look hot, wear something nice. She said, Bikora Pugodum, amugomumwa. You know, Bikora Pugodum, amugomumwa. If you're able, you understand what I mean. Please, you should leave me, Joe. I've had children. So that is her own mentality. She has had children. So if she has had children, what is the essence of dressing up for her husband? She doesn't see the necessity to that. So son underscore Iyuku, you're right. Some women are not sexy. Some women are not even trying at all. And it's also their fault. So some of the reasons why these men go out to look for side chick, one of the reasons is this: some women are not sexy. They don't even try. It is your responsibility as a woman to keep the fire burning. You know, always look for things to do to entice your man, to make him remember how hot you were when the relationship started. You have to spice things up. You can't always tie that wrapper, wear bomb shorts at home, wear that mini skirt for him. Those things, you know, that the side chick will do that will set his head ablaze, you know. Be adventurous. Try different types of, you know, position. You don't just do missionary every time and say, he's my husband, I'm tired, I want to sleep. And some of you will sleep off. Do you understand? So as a woman, we have to think of ways to entice him. There's something I read when I was growing up in a book. It says, for you to hold your man, you have to be a lady in the sitting room, a gourmet in the kitchen, and a whore in bed. If you are a wife and you want to keep that man on his toes, it says you should be a lady in the sitting room, a gourmet in the kitchen, and a whore in bed. That man is going to be on his toes. If he should slip off once, na mistake. If he should slip off once, he will come running back to you, begging and apologizing. So please, I'm even starting a YouTube cooking series very soon. Look out for it. It's called Dinner Ideas for Boo and I. You know, the kind of meals you should prepare. This one is not children food though. Children meals are different. Once a week, take out that time. Arrange that nice dinner, you know, with candlelight and wine. Now there is COVID. It has really messed up the whole dining experience for everyone. We do not go to the restaurants to dine as much as we would have loved to, or as much as we used to. You know, so take out that time, prepare that nice meal, put on some candlelight, nice music, love to cook, you know, think of interesting ways to spice up that relationship. Seriously, you can't just sit down and say, oh, my husband is always following side chicks. Find out if you've caught him once. Because if there's anything I believe in life, you don't throw a baby with the bathwater. You don't say because you caught your wife once cheating on you, or you caught your husband once cheating on you, the marriage is over. No. That is not even Christian-like. You know, as a Christian, you forgive. But you can't just forgive in silence. You have to sit him down. Find out from him. Talk to me. Why do you have a side chick? What is special about the side chick? What is it she has, or what is it she's doing for you that I am not doing for you. Sometimes they'll tell you it has to do with oral. It might be oral sex that is getting there and you're not giving it to him or she's not giving it to you. Whatever the case is, sit him down, find out what that side chick is doing, and then beat the side chick to it. You have the home advantage. It's like someone coming to your country to play a return match. And this return match is supposed to be played in your home grounds. You have the higher hand of winning that match because you have the home advantage. Whether you like it or not, your side chick doesn't see your husband as often as you see your husband. You see your husband, I mean, in a healthy marriage. I'm not talking about distant marriages, marriages where the husband is in Kafanchan and Reno. I'm talking about healthy marriage. In a healthy union, the wife has more access to the husband than the side chick. So sit with your husband. Utilize this home advantage. Find out what the side chick is doing and beat her to her game. But remember, we have two types of men. The men that will have the side chick as in they fell into the pea, It's not their thing. On a normal day, they will not cheat on their wives. But it just happened. Maybe the woman was throwing to them or they just fell into the pea. You understand what I mean? So those kind of men will give them and say, okay, this is a one-off. He has explained to me why he did this. And I believe and I trust him and I have faith in him that he wouldn't do this again. There's always a reason to give him a second chance. But before you do, you must make sure he's apologetic for what he has done. He's willing not to repeat it again. And he must tell you what that side chick did. Hey, that is it for me. He has to tell you what that side chick did. Because if you don't know what the side chick did to entice him, you might not be able to help him or prevent him from falling into the pea a second time. So please, don't just throw your husband away because you caught him once. I will not advocate for that. But I would also not support serial cheating. And I will definitely not support this side chick. For me, that's my personal opinion. I told you of my friend that is happy and willing to allow the husband to have side chicks because she has resolved after almost 9 years of marriage then that she would never be able to satisfy him sexually. That was her resolve. And she allowed him to do as he pleased outside. That is why I tell you that for this side chick matter, never generalize. Never generalize and never ever make decisions for another woman. Every malam for Nketu, every woman with her husband, never generalize. For me, side chick is a no-no. If I catch you with a side chick, you have to tell me why. Try my best to ensure it doesn't happen again. But if I come to realize that it is a pattern with you, this is your life, this is what you like. Omo, Jakpa, I'm leaving that relationship. Honestly, I will leave. But before I leave, I must first of all try to investigate and find out what are the probable cause or causes. So now I'm going to read what Sean_Led says. Will Smith and Jada are in open entanglement, as they call it, and they seem happy. I like the word "they seem happy." You don't know for sure if they are happy, but seemingly they look happy. Great Adonai_shop says, cheating on anyone is an emotional torture. Yes, I agree. DF says, you they hear word. A word is enough for the wise. Abi Z just says, same here. Oh, before person go, come give me HIV and hepatitis. Exactly. That is it. That's why serial cheating is not allowed in any relationship. You mustn't encourage it. I tried to rationally talk my friend into seeing that this her resolve is a bad idea because she's opening herself to a world of STDs by encouraging her husband to go out and have fun. Okay? But like I keep saying, every malam for inketo, or every malam to inketo. You can never advise a married woman or dictate to a married woman how best to handle her union. You can only advise. Hepatitis, HIV, all these things are out there. I am seeing Tina Black. If you like, do all is there to do. Unfortunately, there is no respect to commitment in our part of the world. Allegedly, it's not been proven. Binta_Ghana says, allegedly, it's not been proven with Will and Jada. Exactly. It's all speculations. And like I would say, never judge any relationship. Neutral _mans_beat says, what about if the woman loves sex and the man doesn't? It is advisable for the woman to have a side guy. Men, we get our own full body. Well, that is left for the woman to decide. Like I said, it's a personal decision. You cannot make decisions for anyone. But I have discussed the disadvantages. Douglas.Zamani says, the people you are educating, 90% of them were side chicks before, so they have the experience. I see that as a deliberate attempt. Okay, Victor.Abbey.92 says, side chicks or side chooks equals cheating. Absolutely, Victor, and that shouldn't be encouraged. Seriously. It's emotional torture. For the person that is being cheated upon, it is emotional trauma. You have no idea. This emotional torture can lead to depression, acute depression. It can lead to suicidal thoughts. It can lead to homicide thoughts. A lot of the stories we read about men killing their wives, women killing their wives, sometimes if you investigate, you find out that the woman found the man, or rather caught the man cheating. Caught the man cheating repeatedly. And she felt the only way she could put an end to it is by putting an end to his life. So the consequences of this side chick, not be here. It's a very serious matter. And it's not one we should shy away from discussing. And it's not one we should be hypocritical about. For me, side chick, nah, no. Seriously, if you can't work out your relationship, you have tried everything possible, it's not working out, please file for a divorce instead of cheating on each other, giving each other STDs, becoming suicidal, or committing a homicide. It is not worth it. Leave that partner alone and move on. So once again, I'm the divorce advocate, Abi. I'm the devil. But seriously, I'd rather end that relationship than this side chick drama. Too many ills, man. For me, too many disadvantages all around. It never ends well. It never ends well. For me, side chicks is playing with my life. Hell to the no. Binta_Ghana, hell to the no. Yeah, because that is your life you're playing with. Do you know that some side chicks can actually kill your actual wife? I've read stories where side chicks became so envious of the real wife of the madam in the house, and they killed the madam, they killed the real wife. Because in their minds, they believe that if they get the real wife out of the way, they might stop being the side chick and they might now become the real wife. So it is a no-no. If this marriage is not working, you know you need this side chick so much. She relieves your tension. She relieves your stress. She's a breath of fresh air. Divorce your wife and follow this side chick. Please, let your wife have peace. There is no point stringing her along. August ends writing no song for Jada. Man, he denied it. Very risky to have a side chick. Chukudi.Kalu is very risky. It's terrible. The kind of stories we hear, I mean, the one that happened not too long ago with the Chidinma, you saw what happened. The man lost his life. So it is not something we should toy with. So thank you all for your contributions. Thank you for your opinion. We learned a lot from this day. It is left for the marriage. It's left for the people in the marriage to decide how best they want to handle their union. Do they want an open marriage? Do they want to end the union? Because remember that in every child side chick saga, we have habitual cheats, people or married men that have taken the side chick as a lifestyle. It is a necessity for the survival of their marriage, according to them. No side chick, marriage cannot work. So if you find yourself in that situation, my own opinion is leave that union. You're opening yourself up to a world of STDs. Open marriage is a no-no. The side chick can even kill you as the wife. Yes, if she becomes that desperate, she can end your own life. Not just the life of your husband, she can end your own life. So please, the disadvantages outweighs the advantages. My own opinion, once again, my own opinion. So thank you for sharing your opinion with us, and I would like you to drop more in the comment section on our YouTube channel. I want people to come and read these comments, have a rethink about their lives, because remember, we're not just treating these topics for the fun of it. We want women to come and listen. We want them to learn. Even this, my friend I'm talking to you about, she's going to come and watch this video and she's going to read these comments. I'm not going to tell you so many things that, she has had to put up with as a result of this side chick for the past 15 years. But I tell you, it's not something any woman wants to go through. She has resolved that that's how she found herself, and she has decided to accept the situation. But please, for the younger women out there, those spinsters, those young women that are not yet married, think about your life carefully. Read the comments on this video and advise yourself. Igbo will say, talk to yourself. This na life. Is this life? You will be married to a man that is a serial cheat, that has resolved that no side chick, no marriage. Instead of going to the spa and receiving a proper body massage, he has decided that the side chick therapy is the therapy he would use for your life. There are two to this side chick drama. Too many. You are playing with fire, your life, you're playing with it. So please drop your comments in the comment section on our YouTube channel. Let people read and let them learn from it. Thank you for joining in, and see you same time next week, Saturday. Bye-bye.